I know you feel like you want me, and I guess in a way you do. Holding my breath, unraveling emotions. I need some space to think this through. Call me all night.
Today was the third and final day of the expo up in Shanghai. The goal for today was walk around, finding all the stuff we'd missed previously, but also checking out the stuff that you guys said you wanted to see in the comments. Also, a big shout out to the few guys who came up to us during the show to say hello. We really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. One of the employees from Rolling Stone came over to us and said she'd seen us feature their bike in the first day's video and said she had some more cool stuff on her stand she wanted us to check out. So we obliged and went over to see what they had. So this is the Rolling Stone Pro Bang. Not the name I choose for a bike, but that's what they went for, so there we go. Here you can see we've got 105 group set with mechanical disc brakes. The whole bike apparently comes in at 8.05 kilograms, as you see here, so not too shabby. Of course, integrated aero bar and stem has definitely been the trend this year. It's got their own branded wheels on there, looking pretty nice. Again, this paint job, a nice candy red, and on the Rolling Stone logo you got this shiny silvery effect, really nice. I would say one thing is the Rolling Stone logo, sometimes they forget where to put it and the crankset ends up covering the R and it looks like Rolling Stone, but hey, never mind. They also have a climbing bike. Their climbing bike is a rim brake version, looks fairly similar to this, but the climbing bike is also UCI certified. They've got a pro team using it in the Tour of Guangxi, which is a UCI race, and there's one of a few stages around there maybe? I'm not sure. But yeah, great bikes.
I would rather lie to you. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you.
Here we are with the Trinx TDO 3.0. Again, another disc brake. No, it's not disc brake. Here we are with the Trinx TDO 3.0. I like this one because it's not a disc brake. Lots of bikes these past few days, disc brakes. Personally, I still like rim brakes, but it's still nice to see a rim brake bike with a nice integrated handlebars. Most of the cables kept out the way clean, so all of the Di2 cables I can see are going through the handlebar and into the frame. Obviously the front brake cable is sticking out the front and the rear brake cable comes out the back, but in general pretty clean and not too cluttered. Front fork is a really interesting design we've got going on there. I don't know how that affects handling. No chance to ride it because it's bolted to the stand. Wheels, you can see we've got these DT Swiss, looks like 60mm or 50mm wheels. Full front throughout. Dura-Ace mechanical, not Dura-Ace 2. That's really cleanly done. It was so cleanly done, I thought it was Di2. Dura-Ace mechanical through there. Super clean how they got all the cables going through the front and the back. Finished off with a physique saddle and their own proprietary handlebar system. A really nice clean looking bike. Apparently designed in Italy.
I know you feel like you want me, and I guess in a way you do. Holding my breath, unraveling emotions.
And so here we are on the partner stand with the Robin SL. SL stands for super light. This is their super light climbing bike. This particular bike, just weighed it, comes in at 6.43 kilograms. On here they've got full Dura-Ace Di2 electronic, so a little bit heavier than the mechanical version. But yeah, pretty light bike. They've got their own all-in-one bar up there, which apparently is super light. And yeah, I really enjoy the paintwork. This particular one is this like pearlescent purple. They've got a few other color options on there. But yeah, in general, it's a super nice, lightweight climbing bike. I see in the corners, they also have these reinforcements just to keep the stiffness up. And also the bottom bracket is actually an asymmetrical design, similar to what Cervelo are doing on their bikes. So yeah, just a nice looking bike and good for climbing. The bike also received an award at the Shanghai Bike Show for innovation. So yeah, they're doing good stuff.
And shatter your insides if you feel my mind. Call me all night long.
Some people in the comments from previous videos mentioned wanting to take a look at this bike. I wanted to have a look too. I couldn't find much information about it. It was called the Dark Horse bike. Looks like a gravel adventure bike, but it actually looks like it might be a pretty cheap bike. The components are pretty bottom end, and it was up in the air. I couldn't figure out how heavy it was, but a really nice, clean looking bike, but yeah, not much to know about it. Meanwhile, there was the In Color Design stand. Now, In Color Design, their focus is on customizing your bike. So you take them to your bike and they'll give you a custom paint job and stuff, but they can also do matching clothing for you or even matching figurines to match your bike. But yeah, not cheap stuff. All of their paintwork and all of the customization stuff carries a hefty price tag, but I guess you gotta pay for this much of a bling bling paint job. This bike model, for example, 2,300 yuan, which is like what, almost $300. And I'm not sure if that even includes that girl, but yeah, $300 for that little model. That's not cheap. But this felt time trial bike they did, it was absolutely gorgeous. As I said, I know nothing about time trial bikes, so I'm not even going to pretend. But yeah, it looks really, really nice. I liked what they did with the zip wheels as well, redoing custom decals on there. Just really nice, professional level stuff. So what trends did I notice over the 3 days? I picked out 5 main trends. Number 1 was definitely disc brakes. So many of the display bikes had disc brakes. The majority of them hydraulics, some mechanical, but yeah, disc brakes were everywhere. The second biggest trend was definitely aero. There was a lot less focus on climbing bikes and it was just aero everywhere. Almost every bike had dropped seat stays and a seat tube that wrapped around the rear wheel, and all the cables, all internal cables, like aero was a big thing. I'd say the third trend was just funky paint jobs. So much pearlescent, so much bling, so much chrome. Yeah, just really nice, trying to stand out paint jobs. The fourth trend was cheap power meters. It seemed everyone had their own power meter now. Too much to cram into this video, so there's a video coming in the next 2 days about those power meters. And the fifth trend was group sets. So yeah, loads of group sets that you've not even heard of. None of them particularly high tier, but budget stuff. But yeah, again, too much for this video. So again, there's a video coming in the next few days about all the new group sets I saw. Subscribe so you don't miss those videos when they drop. We've had a whole bunch of new subscribers in the past few days. So thank you guys very much. And as always, China Cycling out.